evening,
Good evening.
everyone, and thank you for returning to our misadventures. Um,
That's why I was saying it.
we are, or I am slightly over caffeinated today, so pardon the jitteriness and all the other strange occurrences. So it's a bit of a different session, and we got a returning cast, which is Naomi, Sharon, and Katie. So
Hey.
um, So tonight we um, take off from last session when you guys got your fortune read and you got told that there is allies to be found and there are items that are waiting to be discovered and secrets that tell the truth about what has occurred and how things came to be in this God's forsaken place, quite literally. But, however, Madam Eva has made you an offering. Said that if you allow her to recover from the initial reading, she is happy to do an individual reading for each one of you. So, um, you you all know me. I'm a big fan of technology, but sometimes technology doesn't do exactly what I need it to do. So today we're going to go old school, and I am going to do your readings using cards. Actually, the Tarot card from
Wow.
Ravenloft.
Cool.
So you're going to have to trust me.
Oh, dear God. Oh, dear.
Nah, it's not that bad. Look, what could be the worst that could happen?
It'll happen. I know that
Uh,
much.
Could all
Such
die.
party poopers, people. People dies all the time, especially in Barovia. So,
Very true.
um, last session we finished as everybody retired for the night, uh, including you and your traveling companions, Ishmak and Irina,
Hmm.
who have taken most of the back of the of your cart, and they're just sleeping side by side, uh, with faces turned from each other, in a very brotherly, sisterly kind of thing. Um, the fire is starting to dwindle. You see that there's only a couple of sentries just walking around the perimeter, making sure that nothing nefarious is coming close to camp. Um, but yeah, some other people's have just rolled their bedrolls close to the fire and they just tuck in for the night. So
Hmm.
I'm assuming that you guys are going to do something like it.
Yep,
Assuming that you guys
Yep.
have bedrolls, because
I do.
Ah,
I do have.
yes.
do you need it?
No, I don't actually sleep.
Alright.
Give it here, you dead girl.
Here, I'll take yours so mine is doubly comfortable.
Oh, I don't know whether I have one.
You can borrow Mara's.
Yeah.
Yes. Borrow.
Borrow. Permanent borrow.
Yes. So, you guys settle yourself for the night. And for the first time in probably the last couple of weeks, you have dreamless sleeps.
Oh, glorious.
That's good.
All of you except Undine.
Damn it!
And Undine,
Am I
as
drinking
you
that pot?
no, no,
Oh,
as you're
okay.
drifting off, you see a number of figures, and you see the faint white bluish outline of specters or ghosts, and they seem to be looking at you, weeping from the dark, and they don't appear in pain or anything, but they appear tremendously sad, and they just cry, and as they cry, they point in your direction, and you see that there are holes in them, like the holes that a mice would chew out throughout a wheel of cheese. They look at the holes and they look at you, and amongst them you see a boy that you recognize because you were tasked to find him. And when he comes out from the wall of shadow that surrounds this vision, he is looking downwards and then looks up at you. You failed your job. And what's the worst thing of it is that you're not even going to be able to bring me home to my dad. And it's all your fault. And when he looks up, you see that one of the ocular cavities is completely hollowed out, and there is nothing but blackness in there. So you wake up with a shudder and start.
Oof.
You could really use a pie.
Can I eat something else?
You could, but you don't feel like eating anything else. You just want the pie.
Oh, all right. Have a pie.
And you feel this as soon as you finish eating it, which is it's like bite-sized piece.
Yeah.
As soon as you finish eating your pie, this feeling of wholesomeness. And so good. So, and you fade away into dreamless sleep. So eventually sun comes up, and all of you start waking up. Mara and Ethelfred, despite the lateness of the time that you went to bed, you feel quite refreshed, energized, you could say.
What a novel feeling.
Well, since you've been in Barovia, you've never felt like this.
Exactly.
Katie, you feel horrendous. You feel like when if you would have been drinking bad moonshine.
Great. I'm hungover.
Yeah, it's not only the hangover, the too much alcohol is it's that feeling of disgust that you feel that you're about to retch at any minute. That you move, you feel bad. You stay still, you feel bad.
Ah,
You try to
great.
swallow, you feel bad. Just even breathing makes you feel like retching.
Mm. Do I feel like another pie?
Actually, that's the only thing that you can like. Oh, if I had another pie, like, it's just
Crap.
How many pies you got?
Oh, that's
yeah,
it. I'm out.
2 or 3. I don't remember.
I think it was 2. No, I had 3 because she gave me one. One. Yeah.
She
So
gave you one for the
yeah,
road.
Mhm. She. Uh,
are you going to eat your last pie? You don't have to,
yes.
but if you're not going to
Well,
eat
if
it, I need you to make me a willpower saving throw.
mm, I think I'll eat it.
Okay,
Although I'm not sure how good an idea that is. But
that's okay.
um,
You
if I
put
can't,
that, yeah, you
I can't
pop it
move.
in,
Yeah. Yeah.
pop the pie in. Um, it'll fit in mind. You saw how Undine wake up. She looked horrendous, and she just woke up, rummaged for something in one of her bags, and just ate it and went back to sleep. And she keeps on sleeping until past 2 p.m. So,
Oh,
are you guys planning to do anything during this day in the camp?
No, not really. Not for me.
Honestly, there is not much to do. It's
Yeah.
it's it's like a traveling camp. Uh,
Hmm.
95% of the time, they're speaking each other in a language that you don't understand.
Yeah.
Um, talking about God knows what.
Yep.
Ishmark and Irina ask at some point, well, are we are we heading out soon?
First light tomorrow.
I am a
Is
bit
there
concerned about our companion. She seems to be unwell, so I'd like to give her today to recover.
Ishmark looks at her. Let me see. If he has picked it up.
Yeah, I was going to wait till she woke up to ask her what she ate. But if she's sleeping, I'll leave her be.
Um, he said, "Oh, she's not unwell. She has just been eating those nasty pies. Nobody in their right mind would do that."
We met the pie seller on the path yesterday. What's in those pies? And why do
No
you
one
say
knows.
that?
No one knows, but it's well known in the village that once you start eating them, you will not stop until you find yourself riddled with debt or in an early grave.
And you continue to allow this woman to trade these pies of evil?
Look, I understand that you come from a different place, but I think you presume a lot of things that may happen there, but they don't happen here.
Okay. Well,
Moving on forward, probably that would be useful to keep in mind before starting casting judgments in the first sentence.
Has anyone been cured of this affliction that you know of?
Well, not really. You see, the cost of the pies is so exorbitant that most of the people that gets into them, they're so desperate for money that they resort to stupidity, and they end up getting themselves killed or worse. So is
so
that
how do we help Undine with this?
do I look like an apothecary?
No, but I'm sure we can find one in Vallaki.
A purgative may assist.
We can ask the lady as well here. She may be able to help us. Madame Eva.
Um, so I'm going to be the one doing presumptions now, but do you trust these people?
I do, to a degree, yes.
What is that supposed to?
We've come to no harm in their care. They've looked after us. They've fed and watered us. They've kept us safe overnight.
Why?
I don't
Because
think that
understand me, they don't do
that's
anything without having enough for them.
we've paid them for food.
You pay them,
Yes,
really,
it's an economy.
yet they came to us and offered assistance by their own volition.
Yes, they did.
And that does not strike you as odd. This is a land where everybody is looking after themselves.
I believe
It is.
in a way they are. Their leader has a talent, it seems, for divination. What she wishes of us is to perhaps set ourselves on a path that no one else would dare. And that is all to be said of that matter, young man.
So please, don't treat me like if you're older. At best, you maybe a couple of years older than me, but
A couple of hundred, young one.
yeah, I'm not sure that's the case. If that were, probably you would understand things around here a little bit better.
Oh no, she's the one that's a couple hundred years old. I'm only 23.
Really?
She's the wise one, I'm not. I thought we've made that quite clear.
Yeah. Okay. What about your friend? The one that looks like a strange creature.
She is a lost lamb.
Damn, lambs are ugly in your land.
With a greenish hue.
And
Is
bald.
Undine awake?
Nah, she's
Still sleeping?
stoned from passing the
Just
You're a stoned green sheep. What can I say?
something snoring.
Very well. I guess. Yeah.
I promise you, we will leave in the morning.
Yes, well. If that doesn't come to happen, then I guess our arrangement will need to be altered again.
How does your sister fare today?
Restless. She keeps on asking me when are we moving out of here. She's quite noble. Hasn't seen many of the Vistani as I have. Still trying to keep an eye on her, but I'm afraid that whatever is poisoning her soul may be taking root.
We will leave at first light.
Very well. Very well. Well, I'll leave you to your devices then. And he retires himself. So, what are you going to do?
Talk to the Vishtani. Just general stuff. Try and get an understanding why they're helping us, like Ishmak suggested. Are they doing it out of the goodness of their hearts? Are they just, we're lambs to the slaughter? Like, what's their motivation to helping us? Or are they just being genuine? Which is kind of what I'm hoping. And I'll do that, like, as I'm sitting there and I'm working with them, you know, cleaning horses' hooves or helping them repair things. Just the stuff you do around a camp.
Yeah, I think Mara would have been seeking out anyone who was injured or ill and, you know, pumping some healing into them. Since they've said they don't have a
Into who?
healer.
I'm sorry.
Anyone who is injured or ill in the camp, since they've said they don't actually have a
No,
cleric or a
everyone's
healer.
fine.
Everyone's fine? Really? Everyone? Wow. Healthy people. Okay then, she'll just be assisting where she can.
Okay. The day passes by. The Vistani really don't engage in conversation with you. They don't give that. I mean, they're cautious with you, but they don't really open up.
Mhm.
You can tell from their body language and the fact that they keep on uh, speaking in their language that they're not really interested.
All we can do is try. Short of them beating it out of them, which I don't think is our way.
And then you wake up and you're hungry.
Yeah. And I go in search of some food, right?
Yeah, there is the pot that is always boiling close to the fire, and somebody hands you a bowl, get a scoopful with a piece of dark bread. Yeah, yeah, food is good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the afternoon passes by and eventually gives way to nightfall. And yeah, everybody sits down, very similar to last night. Um, they just gather around the campfire and they sing songs and they tell stories. And at some point, the same girl came and found you, comes for you, and says, she's ready. She's ready for you. So, what are you doing?
Follow the young girl.
Yep. Go and see that neighbor.
Okay. So you get to Madame Eva. And he says, very well, you are back here. So, before we get to business at hand, there is two questions that I have for you. The first one is, all of you are stranger in this land. And that may be one of your biggest hindrances. Would you like for me to consult the fates in advising what sort of direction would be good to follow for your endeavors?
If it will not
Very much so.
overtax you.
She nods, pulls out a small pipe. says, very well. And then let's ask the fates one more. And she lays down her cards on the table once again and makes you sit around the table. And she says, very well, we're here. And you see that she barely touches the cards, and from the deck 4 cards just jump out to the table. Pop, 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 pop. Very well. So let's see what's the first thing that cards have to say.
You seek someone who is lost. Perhaps a friend or family, someone close to you. Let us see what the cards reveal. The Merchant card. Seek the Wizard of Wines. They are honest folk and know whom you seek. But do not delay, for I fear, for trouble and strife are at hand. Oh, my poor dear, let me assure you there is hope for the answers that you seek. Let us look to the cards. The Beast card. You must seek out a hunter with a wooden leg in Kresk. He knows of the place you seek. Centuries ago, powerful weapons were used to fight against the darkness, but have been lost. You are here on a quest, searching for such a relic. Let us see what the cards reveal. The Bishop card. The object you seek does rest in a holy place. Unfortunately for you, that holy place is in the heart of darkness, within Castle Ravenloft. Your journey is a dark one. I fear for you and your companions. Let us see if the cards will reveal anything to help guide you. The Artifact card. You seek the temple in the snow-covered mountains beyond Salinka Pass. Be very careful. Not all is what it seems.
And Mara, as she finished saying that, a vision pops in your brain. You remember many, many, many years ago, how you and several other acolytes are in mountain horses and protected by an armed escort, going through a very narrow, winding road that ascends into a mountain that is topped with snow. And at the front of your column, there is a person in a dark horse. And after what appears to be days that happened really fast, you stop. And the figure that is here. And she turns around, and you see a figure that is wearing heavy um, clothes and furs to keep itself warm. Says, and removes her hood, and you see Strad. But it's not the pale, twisted version that you have seen a couple of nights before. This is when she was alive. You still can see the flush in her cheeks and a bit of sunburn, windburn in her skin and nose. And she says, "We made it, Mara. This is where we will find what will protect us from our enemies." And you blink and you're back in your body.
Is it possible, Grandmother, for forgotten memories and threads to leak through in your readings?
Of course it's possible. We're touching the threads of fate. And fate is tied up with history, as it has already been written. Although the reading of the cards is always shaped by those who will for the read to occur.
My memories of before are hazy.
Hazy or unwanted?
I remember barely. I remember running and being chased. And then I remember being as I was before I was awoken. But this appears to be something that occurred before then?
I am not certain, child, but definitely, if you have been brought here, it's because something or someone will it so. They wanted our paths to cross.
I feel very fortunate to have met you, grandmother.
I thank your words.
You have given me much to consider.
She nods. Well, the second question, and the most important one now, is your readings. Do you wish each one of you to take the reading alone, or would you want your companions here with you?
I think our paths have been set together for whatever reason that may. I do not mind if they see my fate.
Very well.
Yes.
Very well. In that case, who wants to go first?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Tell me.
I'll go first. You are too slow. I'll go first.
Very well.
Well, Athelflaed will go first.
So she puts on a deck of cards in front of you and said, "Cut it with your left hand."
Yep. I can follow that direction. I know my rights from my lefts.
Do you know?
Always a good start.
So, how does this reading functions? It's a 3-card read. So, what does it represents? The first card is the past, the second card is the present, and the third card is the future.
Okay.
First card. 3 of Swords, the soldier.
Yep.
You were brought up with weapons and arms in your house. Violence was a trade common to your family. Not a happy one necessarily, but one that you grew up with. However, this was more a necessity rather than a choice. It was the only way. And sometimes you cannot help but wonder if your life would have been like that, if somebody else would have shown you a different way of growing into adulthood. Second card, the ghost upside down. You leave thinking about what would have happened. What if can this be done? Would it be better? There's a lot of doubting and guessing that doesn't conduct anywhere. All what it does is blocking yourself. This may be the result of a decision made in the past that has tainted your whole judgment. Child, the past is gone. You cannot change it. What you can do is learn and move on. But in order to do this, you need to let go.
The Fledler kind of looks at her and nods grimly.
That card. 9 of Orbs. The Traitor. Upside down. As you walk your path, you will meet a number of people. And not all of them will be of the same footing. Some of them will ally with your cause. Not because they believe in it, but because it will suit their interests. And most definitely, one of these persons will not have your best interest at heart. Yet, he will play you like a fiddle. Be wary of whom you put your trust in, as not everything that shines is made of gold, and not everyone that comes to your aid is an ally.
Thank you. Much to ponder.
Yes. She picks up the cards and shuffles again. Who goes next? Unmute yourself, Katie.
I will. Yeah.
No. Let's. Oh. All right. She presents you the deck. Same. Let's cut it with your left hand. First card. 2 of Swords. The Paladin upside down. You come from a line of strong blood, of creatures that know duty, creatures that are so severe that would walk away from their life just to get back to their causes. And that is a trait that you have inherited, child. A blessing and a curse. You are so consumed with what needs to be done that oftentimes you forget the cost of things. So did your father, so did your mother. Bear in mind that tough times ahead are coming, and you will have to make hard choices, life choices, and this will define who you are. And most definitely, who you are supposed to be welcome to shine through the blood of your ancestors. Second card. The Horseman upside down. You have already seen that, haven't you? It touched
Yeah.
you when you came to Barovia. Yet somehow, in the land of no gods, you were granted a second chance. Keep in mind this, child. Those second chances are not given for free. Whomever wanted you here at some point will come and collect that debt. So you better be ready to pay. Because usually the price of a life is cheap, except when it's one's own. Third card. The missionary. Upside down. She frowns. You have a role to play here, Undine, as do we all. However, I'm afraid that your role entails something slightly different. In your case, it may be related to the one that you have allied yourself to. You are alone right now in this land. There are not many like you. After all, this land is sealed from externals, yet you commune with a power that comes from outside this realm. And that power knows. He knows that you're here, and he knows that he is uncontested. So he will keep on providing for you, but he will also ask in return. And that will not be a light ask.
Heavy destiny. Thank you, Mother.
Shall we, Mara?
If you are not too fatigued.
You're muted.
If you are not too fatigued.
No. I've been saving my energy for this. She offers you the deck, so you cut it, which you've seen it. And the first card is the One of Swords, the Avenger. Upside down. She smiles slightly. This card speaks of the deeds of the past. When we're young and idealistic, we ally ourselves with causes. Some of them are more vibrant than others. And sometimes these alliances ended up in disappointment and heartbreak. Yet, as some people are able to move on, some others take spite and decide to make them pay. There is a very fine line between justice and revenge. And it's a line that I believe that you thread, equally stepping in both directions. But that's not an accident. That is you. You've always pledged to causes that shape destinies and topple nations and bring foreign powers to a higher castle. Second card, Dungeon. Straight. That's a strange one. You are being kept away from everything by your own being. Disconnected, out of time, out of place. Not alive, not dead. Just something that exists in its own space. Untouched, unchanged, undying. Yet, is this a curse? Is this a design? Is it a blessing? Is this your fate? Only through your deeds and sentences you will fathom where you are. Who are you meant to be? And what the fates demand of you. But remember, you are a stranger because this is who you shape yourself to be. Doesn't mean that that is who you're meant to stay as. Last card, 8 of coins. The tax collector, upside down. She gives you a sad smile. Everything has a price, my dear. And sooner rather than later, we all have to pay our tithe. There is no difference with you. What is different about this is that whatever it's in your tally, it has been accumulating for centuries. So it's a debt with interests. Interests in life and interests in death. You do know who else trade in this currency. So tread carefully, as the one that you think is your enemy, it's not so dissimilar, and share parts of this.
I do thank you.
It was something that needed to be done. We may meet each other again. And if that comes to happen, we may be able to look at the cards again, if you wish. You know where you are. You didn't need the cards for me to tell you this. You understand who you are in your inner fiber. But it's always good to have a bit of perspective.
It is.
So,
Yes. Thank you. We'll take your words and take them to heart.
very well. Go and have some rest. You are meant to be living at first light.
Yes, we are.
Mm.
We thank you for your hospitality. It has been very much appreciated in this dark place.
Before you go, let me give you one last present. And she puts the tarot card on top of the table in a single occupied. She puts the hand in front of it, and you see how from the deck, without being touched, a card pops out. The card is the artifact. You face an enemy that is not a normal run-of-the-mill creature. You need to arm yourselves for it. Do not take lightly what I've said. Without the right tools, this work is doomed to fail. Do not think for a second that your bravado is a match for a creature that has fed for centuries of the blood of this land. Before Strahd was creature of the night, she was an impressive stateswoman, a warrior, a tactician, a diplomat, and above all, a very well-loved monarch. Find what happened. Find what is this that will tie down the past. And she leans back in her chair.
Okay. I think we're
Thank you for your.
you're very. There's a lot to ponder on this one. But we've got things we can look into now, which is great. So yes, Athelflaed would just stand up and give Madame Eva a half bow and thank you. And then I guess, yeah, I'm gonna slide out unless it's further convo.
Undine does the same. Gives her a bow. Take my leave.
Mara is going to linger a little bit
Mhm.
and say, I do thank you, even if it is troubling. It does appear that I have neglected or perhaps willfully ignored that my memory is something that I must seek to retrieve. I do thank you for the reminder.
Mara, remember that sometimes when we don't want to remember, may not happen. But the fact that we run from our past doesn't mean that it never comes back and catches up with us.
You're correct, of course. And blessings be upon you, grandmother.
Good luck. We'll meet again.
She'll nod and leave.
Dun dun dun.
Oh yeah. Very, very cool. Well done, Miguel. That was
So,
yeah.
you are back in the camp, and
Yeah.
you know the jovialness of the campfire and the singing and the stories and the merrymaking rings a bit hollow. After all, you have been reminded of who you are and why you might be here. And despite the fact that you have accepted this to an extent, it is quite different to see it coming from an unseen force that may appear to know more than what you do. What are you doing?
Going to make sure that everything is prepped to leave at first light. And then settle somewhere and meditate and try and remember. Gonna dwell a little bit.
Hmm. Very well.
Yeah,
Kate
pretty much.
and Ethelfred.
Sorry,
Same
I pretty
thing.
much concur. Yeah, with Sharon.
Yeah.
We're here for the night. We might as well just relax, enjoy the night as much as we can after that heavy read, and head off first thing. We have places to be and things to do now.
Yeah. Very well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gonna stare into the fire for a bit.
As you're staring into the fire, you get again these pangs of hunger. Make me a willpower saving throw.
Okay. That sorry, I've lost the willpower.
You lost your willpower? No.
Huh? Sorry.
Sorry. Wisdom. My
Oh.
bad.
Wisdom, yeah. No, I just couldn't find it.
Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Wow, good work. 18.
Mm-hmm. 18.
Yeah. So, yeah, you feel like, oh, pie would be nice, but no, not really. Not right now. Too many things going through your mind. And so you move on from that fleeting thought.
Mm.
Cool.
Okay. So, by the time you guys exit from Madame Eva's tent, it's about midnight.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys doing guards or anything? I mean, these people have sentries.
Yep.
But are you guys going to offer too, or no? Just
I'll offer.
yeah. Somebody's
Yeah.
looking after us. Oh, good
No.
night, watchman. Thank
Well,
you.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
no. I'll offer to take a shift.
yeah, I will offer because I don't sleep. I only need 4 hours of.
So, make me a percentile roll.
Yep.
99.
That could be either really, really good or really, really bad.
Whoops.
So, as you are there, you hear a rustling of leaves coming from the road.
Draw the sword.
say-
Just
Let's say you're around here.
Yep.
There's a rustling somewhere down.
okay.
And,
I'll just draw the sword and have it at the ready.
Yep. As you are there, are you carrying a torch or anything?
I'm right by the wagon, so I'm actually going to sidestep towards the wagon and pick up the brand or the lantern in
These
one
are
hand.
small lanterns, like bullseye lanterns.
Yep, I can pick one of those up, and with one hand
Yep.
and the sword in the other. And they know we're here. We don't have to be discreet, so I'll go.
Yep.
Very cliched. Who goes there?
And you see a figure dressed quite plainly. But there is one thing that stands out from the figure. And it's the fact that it's tremendously thin. Almost unnaturally so. And as you are there, the figure says, I ask for help. I ask you all for help.
Who
And
are
you
you?
just walk away. You left me to rot in that cellar.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna take a step back and lift the sword up. You got out.
I'm. Yes. I did. And now I'm not hungry anymore. And as a matter of fact, I've come here with a message and a gift.
I'm listening.
Very well. The message comes from the mistress. She says, that she will give you 1 month before she starts hunting you down like rats. In this month, you can explore and find whatever you can uncover in this land to try to dethrone her as she welcomes the challenge. If you are as worthy as you think you are, this land has always been conquered by blood. So, it may be time for a new regime.
Hmm.
So she says, bring it. And the figure throws something in your direction.
Yep. I'm just
It's a
sidestepping
glove.
it.
It's a white glove that has red smears in it.
Do I know anyone who's been wearing white gloves?
No, it's a ceremonial glove. It's quite rich glove.
Okay.
You remember many years ago when you were passing through a town, you saw a nobleman slap another nobleman in the face and then throw the gauntlet at his feet.
Yeah.
So something akin of the same fashion.
Okay.
Now you're present. And excuse the poor state of it. After all, I didn't have anything to wrap it with.
Uh-oh. I'm ready to sidestep again.
And you feel as something comes stumbling to the ground. And it just stops shy of where you're standing.
It's a head.
It is a head. It's the head of somebody that you knew.
The priestess. The temple. Yep. Mummy dearest.
Eyes are rolled back. And you're used to carnage and gore. However, when you look at the head, you see that there is no neck. And the reason why there is no neck in it is because it was savage beyond measure. Somebody literally ate the
Mhm.
portion of the neck to tear out the head out. He said
Athelflaed
he
look.
was hungry.
He wasn't kidding. Athelflaed looks at the head and then looks at the creature. You've done what you had to do. Be gone. The next time we meet, it won't be so peaceably.
Peaceably. You think I came all the way here just to exchange air with you?
I think you came here because you were directed to.
That may be. But boy, it's a thirsty way back home. And he walks backwards and disappears in the shadows.
I'm not chasing him. Because then I'm entering his world and I'm not prepared for that. So I am not chasing that creature.
Very well. And what are you doing?
Picking up the glove, picking up the head, I'll retreat into the camp slightly and find Mara, who would still be awake because she don't need sleep. We need to give her a burial. Her son just dropped past and told us we had a month. Lady Strahd has very kindly given us a month to find a way to depose her before she hunts us like rats.
Well, it seems that she did not take the advice.
No.
Very well.
And we've also been challenged. I don't know if you can do anything with this glove or... And I'll show Mara the glove with the blood stains on it.
It's a bit of a yucky glove.
Yeah, I do not possess any talent in that way. We should warn the camp. Have them set an extra guard if one such as he is skulking about.
Yes. No doubt we'll
So,
come across him again.
as you are having this conversation, you hear a sharp cry of a woman. Like the typical horror movie scream. And abruptly stops.
Oh, where? From where?
Closer to the banks of the river.
Okay. Alright. We've got some lanterns, so we can couple the Bishtani guards and I will head out in that direction.
Yep.
But we'll make sure we'll wake up a couple of extras so they can keep watch of the camp. So we're not leaving the camp undefended, because that'll be bad.
After the scream,
Yeah,
pretty much everybody's on their feet.
everyone's awake.
Yes, so we'll go with Athelflaed and the guards.
And as you get here, you can see a body on the ground. that has a being on top of her. And you can hear the snarling noises coming out of it that are borderline excitement. It's like to hear the thrill of the hunt and conquest from a creature that once upon a time would have been human, but it isn't anymore. And it keeps on going until you are close by, and then it stops, and you see how it licks its lips. Looks in your direction. You might want to burn the body. After all, I think I bit too hard a couple of times, and my blood may have mixed with hers.
Can I throw the lantern at him while he's talking?
You can try, but then we have to roll initiative.
Yeah, I was going to ask if I could shoot a crossbow bolt at him as well. So
Mm.
Yeah.
Or how about we either roll initiative and leave it for tonight, or how long do you think? Oh, this shouldn't take too long, you'd think.
Oh, shouldn't be too long.
Cool. All right. That's my first step. I'm going to pitch my lantern at him.
Yeah. Where's my monsters manual? Yeah.
Because she was going to let him go in peace. Now he's going in pieces. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used that line.
It's not very good.
Oh,
Kate
fair.
disagrees.
It's very cliche.
Yes, it is.
It wasn't my mum's laugh though. She does that laugh when my dad makes a joke that she doesn't like. She goes, ah.
Actually, what is this? Here we are. Yep. So he is there. Let me move you. And then okay. So all of you are there, and you can see him. So, if you please,
Roll initiative.
yeah, initiative. Yes, please.
I was going to say, is my lantern a surprise attack?
No,
Oh, 7.
he's completely goading you into it.
$14.
Yep.
No,
So
he doesn't even get an name. Vampire spawn. Spawn.
he says, "Well, I really don't fancy upsetting my lady, so I know where I'm not welcome. I'll take my leave."
Damn it.
And with a supernatural speed, he jumps inside the forest. Runs. Are you guys going to give chase?
How far ahead is he? Like, how far has he gone?
Okay.
The woods are relatively thick.
Can I fireball him? It's 120.
Firebolt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's range of sight.
I'm happy to actually hold my action until Undine and Mara do their thing, because then I can chase after it. Hopefully there's light and I can chase after it and cast my own spell. Oh no, I can't, because we can only move one.
This
can
is
only
not
have one
Pathfinder.
action.
You have 3 actions now. You get 1 big action every round.
All right.
D&D,
Well,
not Pathfinder.
hopefully, yes, with their actions, if they can light up the forest and I can see this guy and he's within 90 feet, I can then do something, which might hurt him a bit. So I'll hold my action
Okay.
till after Mara and Undine go.
Okay. So, Katie, you're good?
Yep. Did I
Alright.
firebolt him?
Yeah,
Yep.
make a shot at disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
1.
No one's in front of her. It's okay. It's not a known goal.
Well, that's not quite right.
Oh no.
Mara is almost standing in the point of origin where he started.
What are you doing? Get out of me.
Crispy.
So make a range spell attack, please.
So how do I do that?
Sorry, yes, a spell attack. How do you do it?
Attack.
It's range attack.
Yeah, just roll another attack for the firebolt.
Yeah, alright. At disadvantage or just normal?
Just normal.
I can't see it. 11.
11.
Mara jumps out of the way.
And yes, so as you get off the ground and start putting yourselves together, you see that there is the corpse of a woman, quite pretty. She was one of the women that was in the tavern the night where you arrived to Barovia. and you see how the leader or captain of this tribe comes in and sees that, and he lets out a wail of pain and anger and frustration, and then he walks away, and then he comes back carrying like a bucket full of that liquid that you got sold,
I've been drinking.
and just the swill, and just splash her down with it, and then throws a torch in, and it goes whoosh. And as you all attend to the funeral pyre, you can hear some heavy laughter inside the forest. And that's where we're going to leave tonight.
Very good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
So- Is the forest on fire?
If it is, it's your fault.
I guess we will find out how badly next week.
Next week.
Night, everyone.
Very
Bye.
good. Thank you.
Thank you
Good
for
night.
watching, and don't forget to subscribe, guys.